I can't believe I'm doing this, but we're here on Settler Creeks in the Hunter Classic, and you guys that have been around the channel for a while will already know, but I don't have a very good relationship with this map. This map tends to hate me, but the other day we were bored in Discord and didn't know what else to do, so we came here, and I had an encounter with quite a nice elk. He looked big, he had the estimate 360 to 405, I think it was, and he ended up being by far the biggest one I've got in my trophy lodge, a 394, so we're back here. We'll see if we can add anything to the trophy lodge, improve on that, which seems unlikely, or whatever we can do. But, yeah, figured why not? If it's producing big animals, we'll not around a while. And Settlers has to remind me that it's Settlers, and the only thing here is a hen turkey. This is a tower that quite commonly has at least cow elk, but quite often a herd of bulls. And, yeah, I mean, actually, it looks like there's maybe a flock of turkeys down there. But this is how the hunt where we got the elk started. There was actually nothing here, and then I fast traveled, which we might do again, because I think all three of those are hens. Yeah. There's a track down there that's not from the hen, so I want to see what that is. And then if it's not interesting, we'll probably just get out of here, because it worked last time, and might as well try it again. So that's yet another hen turkey. I think there's 5 in this area, so I would say it's probably not a bad idea to get out of here. That's not the kind of spawn we're looking for. Where the heck did I even shoot it at? All the way up here. I mean, a hard shot. Anyway. So, we're just going to do the exact same thing. I fast traveled here, and I hit his track. And, well, that is what I heard when I fast travel. I specifically remember hearing a doe in that same spot, oddly enough. That's a little bit weird. Well, I searched the area and there's no 440 to 500 elk tracks, so I don't think we're getting that lucky again, but I did see there's actually a pretty good sized bear over here. 18 to 22 with a solid weight estimate. I don't really like using guns on this map because it's so small, like, a lot of animals are going to hear it. But, we're going to use a gun, because that's a decent bear, and I don't trust Settlers to have, like, a lot of big animals on it, so we'll take them when we can find them. I mean, 20.5 is not huge or anything, but that's a decent little start to this anyway. Better than a hen turkey. Okay, so I won't lie. It's been, like, 30 minutes since we shot the last bear, and I just fast traveled. I heard this one walking down the road. There's a very, like, specific sound. Black bears or... oh, jeez. This could be problematic, given that I am reloading a crossbow. What are you doing? You're dying. Anyway, when bears walk down a road, there's a really obvious sound, so I knew it was over here. That was an interesting way for that to go down. But when I spawned at the tent, that was a glacier. That's kind of cool. I mean, you could hardly tell, but you can see a little bit of gray fur on the back. Anyway. Wow. That was difficult. Okay, so I did have a track over here of a max weight feral hog, and usually I don't track feral hogs because they take forever to come into calls, but we're going to do it. There he is. And he's not anything super special, 800 to 900, but that wasn't too bad a track. And also, on my way, I hit a 80 to 100 whitetail track, so I was going to actually follow that initially, but then this guy called, and I figured I better get him just in case. But the whitetail tracks, they were recent enough to where they shouldn't have disappeared yet, so we'll go get back on them. I mean, 857 ain't too bad. I just saw a buck just, like, sneak through the brush over here. He didn't look very big, and yeah, that's the one that I'm after, too, because he left the track. That is unfortunate. How do you see me? You don't see anything. Almost messed up the shot, too. But, that right there actually is the exact reason that Settlers hates me. There was like a 4.5 hour hunt. I don't know why. I think it might have been like a Let's Go Hunting series way back in the day. But I want to say I was specifically after whitetail, and after 4.5 hours, whatever it was, I didn't find a single decent one. And yeah, heavy tracks small antlers, that was the story of that whole thing, but, where the heck are we? Let's get into the mountains a little more and see if we can find some elk. And it continues. Another grunt, another lackluster bug. I do think I remember what I was doing in that, the video that made settlers hate me. Or at least made me hate settlers. I think it goes both ways. I want to say we were doing cableback bow versus whitetail. Those of you that were around long enough might remember that. But at least we're getting into the mountains and finding males. I had so many doe tracks at the beginning of this, it was really starting to concern me. I didn't know if there were any bucks here. But actually, we're kind of back where we started. I want to get a little more over this way. Ooh. The weight sucks, but I like seeing that 60 to 75 on the score estimate. There's no way it'll hit 70. I can't imagine a 9 kilo one would hit 70, but that's decent. Finally a chance to crack out the 17 as well. I brought it because it's good for bobcat and turkey, and as I talked about at the beginning with the bear, I don't like to fire guns on this map if I can help it, just because, like I said, it's so small. So many animals end up getting spooked by it. But the 17's quiet, so it's a little nicer, and I didn't want to wait. Potentially spook this guy. I mean, upper end of that, 63's solid. And now we throw in the impossible task of getting a decent trophy shot of a turkey. And put it on the side of a hill. I think we're going to go with that. Wish I could not be, like, levitating, but, I can't even hardly get a perspective that doesn't look like that. Ah, well. It's as good as we're going to get, I think. Worth a nice little bit of GM, though, too. That's not the elk I was hoping to hear. But at least I can see it, and I still have the 17 equipped. So, stop looking at me. You don't see anything. That was meant to be my last-ditch effort at finding an elk, because I've been kind of everywhere else. But we'll walk around a little bit. See what happens. More elk female tracks. Every single elk, both track and ones that I've spotted, has been female. I've not had any sign of a male elk, which I guess, you know, considering what I started this video with and what I got recently, it's not like I deserve male elk on this map, but I thought we'd be able to come across one anyway. Well, I figured I'd just work my way back to the lodge, and if nothing showed up, we'd wrap it up. But I figure we'll go and actually throw the 394 in the lodge, because I've not done that yet, and that'll make me feel a lot better about the 2 hours I just spent on this map. We didn't, I mean, the bear was okay. I think that was the only really decent thing we got. What is this? Has that always been there? I think it has. I'm pretty sure that's always been there. Anyway, we'll hop in the Trophies Lodge and replace a 370 something with the 390. You know, it was unfortunate with this guy. I looked at the subtotals, and you can see his middle back tine on that side is really short, and this side's not. And it's a 5-inch deduction, so he actually could have been right about 400 if he was even. But unfortunately, just a 390, and I think probably just have him facing straight forward, but at least it's an improvement to the lodge. We haven't had one of those in a while, so good to get something in there. And kind of glad he ended up in this video from the rest of the hunt, but at least we got some stuff killed. Got some hunter score out of it anyway, so yeah. I think we'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.